Whenever you're ready.
All right. So, Congressman, we just want to get your reaction. We're hearing that Jeff Sessions will make an announcement this evening on his plans to, I guess, try to return back to the U.S. Senate.
Well, Jeff Sessions served the state for many years in the state Senate. He's a personal friend of mine. I respect him a lot. It's going to be hard to get elected in a Republican primary in Alabama when a Republican president with over 90% approval rating among primary voters has said in just the last few weeks that Jeff Sessions is an embarrassment to the great state of Alabama. He's going to have a hard time with that.
Do you agree with those comments from the president? Because if you stay in the race, you and Sessions, both from Mobile, you guys will be running against each other.
I'm staying in the race. I think I'm the right person for the job. I've talked to a number of people who are supporters of mine all over the state, but primarily at home, and we've had zero defections. So I don't see Senator Sessions picking up any of the vote that I've already got. And in fact, I think he's going to have a hard time hanging on to whatever vote he's got today.
I was just going to say, do you think there will be a tougher race because you guys in the same running?
No, I will run very strong in Southwest Alabama. I'll defeat him handily in Southwest Alabama.
As you travel the state, what is your message to voters? You're currently in Congress.
Right.
To a lot of people in North Alabama, you still may be a new face.
Right.
What's your message to people?
I'm a fighter for the people of the state of Alabama. I always have been, and I'll continue to be. And I'm going to get in this fight. I'm in this fight, and I'm going to stay in this fight. I'm not going to walk away from this fight in Washington. There are people that walk away from fights in Washington. I don't do that. That's what they want. That's what somebody's going to speak directly to them, get in this fight, stay in the fight, and I'm there. I'm not backing out.
Do you think that the talks of impeachment, do you think that's helping? Because as you mentioned, the president is very popular here in Alabama. Do you think it's helping in terms of your race?
I think it's bad for President Trump and bad for the country, but ironically, it's helped in my race. People are paying very close attention to this impeachment process. I've been one of the leaders against it. People in Alabama really appreciate that. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm doing it because it's the right thing. But I think it helps me politically.
What issue do you have with your colleagues on the other side in Congress that are moving forward with the impeachment?
Well, number one, the process stinks. It's been totally unfair. Number two, and I've been reading these transcripts this week, there's no there there. There's no proof of anything that's a crime or treason or bribery, any of the things that are in the Constitution. Look, I get it that they don't like the president, and I get it they don't agree with him. That's fine. Next November, you have an election, and the American people say, keep him or throw him out. But you don't take impeachment and use it to try to undo an election that occurred in 2016. You don't do that. Unless you've got treason, bribery, or high crime or misdemeanor. They just don't have anything like that.
All right, and last one for me. The American people, and people in Alabama in particular, we talk with people every day. They just want to see, Congress govern. They want to see the White House govern. Do you think there's a way to work together? Although you're at odds with the other side on impeachment, do you think there's a way to work together for the good of the country?
There has to be. The quicker we get over this nonsense about impeachment, the quicker we can get to the work of the American people. Trying to find a way to lower healthcare costs, particularly prescription drug costs. Doing something about this situation at the border. Doing something about a number of national security issues are out there. And here and around Alabama, make sure we continue to support Maxwell Air Force Base and Fort Rucker and Redstone Arsenal and Anderson Army Depot, the shipyard in Mobile that makes ships for the Navy. We got a whole bunch of stuff we should be working on in addition to an infrastructure bill. If we will focus on the people's business and get off of the silly impeachment stuff, there's still things we can do. But I'm worried that the presidential election, the closer we get to it, the less likely we are to get anything done.
You good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.